guys, it's Rita. Sorry for the glare behind me. That'll be gone in a few minutes. But today I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to make 2 pumpkin pies. And the ingredients vary just a little bit. In one of the pumpkin pies, I'm going to use pumpkin pie spice and evaporated milk. And in the other pie, the only difference is I'll be using cloves, cinnamon, and ginger, and heavy whipping cream along with the evaporated milk. So we're going to see if there's a big difference in these 2 pies. So come along, I'll show you the ingredients. Okay guys, so here are the ingredients I'll be using. We have a couple of pie shells, light brown sugar, 2 cans of the pumpkin. It's 100% pumpkin. Then we have evaporated milk, pumpkin pie spice, cloves, ginger, cinnamon, a little bit of salt, and the heavy whipping cream. And we'll also be using eggs in this, and I just haven't put those out. So that's pretty much the ingredients minus the eggs, and I'll begin on number 1, get it mixed up, put in the pie shell, and then we'll start on number 2. So I'm trying to work on this counter, and it's going to be a little difficult, but we'll get it done. I have my eggs in this bowl, and I don't know about you guys, but this little white stuff that's on the egg, I'll try to get as much of that out as I possibly can. I don't know, it just kind of grosses me out. So while I'm attempting to do that, I've already got this recipe actually called for granulated sugar, just plain old white sugar. And then in the next recipe, it calls for brown sugar. So I have that measured out, but this is 3 eggs, and we will get those beat. Alright guys, I can't find my whisk. Probably one of the kids has it, but we're going to get these eggs beat up. I tried to use some clear bowls so you guys could see what I was doing. I know some people probably do not like the sound of people doing stuff when they're doing a video, but for this particular one, I think I'm going to go ahead and leave the sound in. Thinks it makes it a little more interesting. So we have the 3 eggs, and then in the small glass bowl, I'm going to add 3/4 cup of granulated sugar. And aren't these just the cutest measuring cups, guys? These are Pioneer Woman. That's the 1/2, and this is the 1/4. There's the cup, and it has the measurement on the inside. And then a 1/3 cup. But I bought a set of pots and pans, and this was included, and then there's the tablespoon, teaspoon, so forth. And there were also some glass bowls with the lids, so I really loved that set. But anyway, we have the 3/4 cup of sugar. Now we need a teaspoon of salt. And this is the first time I'm using my Pioneer Woman measuring utensils, so I'm excited to use them. Okay, I'm sorry guys, that's a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. So let me fix that. All right, 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And then we have 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. And you're supposed to mix all your dry ingredients together Then we'll incorporate it with the wet ingredients. So 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, a 1/2 teaspoon of ginger, ground ginger, and a 1/4 teaspoon of cloves. And there's the cloves. I don't think I've ever opened this. Okay, there's the cloves. Up if I put the right top on, wouldn't it? Okay, let me get this stuff out of the way. There's that. And like I said, I can't find the whisk that I want, but we'll just use this one. You want to get that mixed together. All right, now we're just going to mix our pumpkin and our dry ingredients in with the eggs. And I believe I'm going to start with the pumpkin. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, this is my first ever pumpkin pie. I typically make chess pies, that's what my husband likes. And I didn't think I liked pumpkin, but we had a luncheon at work. And the only dessert they had was pumpkin pie. This was put on by the building, not our actual workplace. So I decided to try it, and I really liked it. So I thought I'm gonna try to make one. Okay, we have our pumpkin and eggs incorporated. Now this is our sugar, salt, ginger, cloves, and cinnamon. We'll get that mixed in. It smells really good already, the spices. I am reading a recipe, and this recipe is actually on the back of the Libby's pumpkin. Okay, so we've got that mixed together, and now we gradually stir in our evaporated milk, and it calls for 1 12-ounce can. Ooh, that seems like a lot of milk, but is this 12 ounces? Yes, it is. Okay, so today I have the carnation milk. I'll pick up just about any kind. A lot of times I'll buy the Kroger brand. Just depends on what's on sale. I don't think I can really tell a difference, but, and it says to gradually add this in. So that's what we will do. Just seems like an awful lot of milk. I hope this turns out okay. Yeah, I've got everything in here it calls for. I had to double check that. I don't think all this is gonna fit in my pie shell. I should have got the deep dish pie shells, but I just won't put it all in. And it is really runny. Sugar, salt, cinnamon, ginger, cloves, eggs, pumpkin, milk. That's it. Okay, so I'm gonna get my baking sheet and line it, because I certainly don't want this to spill in my oven. And yes, that baking sheet is ugly, but you know, you can always throw a piece of aluminum foil on it. I desperately need to buy some new ones. And I just line it with aluminum foil just so if we have spillage, it does not create a huge mess to clean up. Okay, so our first pie shell. I think this could have made 2 pies almost, guys. That's all I'm gonna put in there. Okay, so let me get this cleaned up and then we'll start on number 2. Okay, so I'm back, clean my bowl. Now for this pumpkin pie, we have 1 cup of brown sugar, 2 teaspoons of pumpkin pie spice, I actually grabbed this at Dollar Tree. It'll probably be just fine. So 1, 2. A 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I'm just going to kind of eyeball that. I just want to kind of mix that together before I put the pumpkin in. It says to add everything and then to add the eggs at the end for this recipe. Okay, so our pumpkin. A cup of the heavy whipping cream. I think I have some already open. I do, so we're going to use it first. Make sure it's still good. It says it is. Yep. So a cup of the heavy whipping cream. And that took care of that. Sorry guys, I have to clean as I go. I cannot stand a messy kitchen. That's what I try to tell my girls. If you will clean as you cook, you will not have a big mess. So we'll get this stirred up really good, and then we will add our eggs. Calls for 3 eggs, add 1 at a time. looks good. And now we'll do our eggs. Y'all know I gotta take that little white thing out, so just bear with me. Okay. So here's egg number 1. Go ahead and beat it up before I dump it in there. Okay, here's egg number 2. This mixture looks it looks quite a bit thicker than that other one. I'm kind of worried about the first one. And egg number 3. Yes, this one is definitely a lot thicker than pie number 1, so I'm interested to see how this turns out. As you can see, that I don't know if you can see on camera, but that first one is very runny. Let's see how much mix this made. Not quite as much as the other one, and I think I overfilled that, but it'll be okay. Okay, so this one is a whole lot lighter in color. I don't know why. I mean, this one has brown sugar, this one has white sugar, heavy whipping cream, this one has evaporated milk. So maybe it's that heavy whipping cream that's giving it that light creamy look. But it's definitely thicker than that one. So I'm gonna pop it in the oven at 425 for 15 minutes and then lower it to 350 for about somewhere between 35 and 50 minutes. And it says just to check them and make sure the center is set before you take them out. So I'm gonna do that, and as soon as they get through cooking, I'll come back and show you what I come up with. Okay guys, so here they are. They both did come out right. They're set. You can see where I tried to touch it. I have 2 fingerprints in there. Anyway, I'm gonna wait till these cool, and I am going to put them in the refrigerator before I cut them. I think pumpkin pie tastes better cold. That's personal preference, but I will be back and let you know how they are. Okay, so going to try the pumpkin pie. It's good. I'm trying the one that I made with the heavy cream, and I will let y'all know later how the other one is. Thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't. I'd love to have you, and I will see you in my next video.